is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Cyclones will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Appalachian State's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's chat about App State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Iowa State's offense will take the field for the 1st time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary team.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator.
Turning it on!
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. They'll run play action. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. South Alabama took its show on the road.
This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Base. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Valentine. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Valentine. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's got it on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO free. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, App State!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So late. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Rides the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames.
And the Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got him in the flat. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football.
Oh, he's got some space. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Valentine. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Mountaineers are marching down the field.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense.
Touchdown, App State. And the route is on.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the... The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught in the backfield, it's Valentine. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finds a little space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Now the play fake. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes the easy completion. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Motion from the back. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by 12 to Coastal.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Green 25.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Mountaineers have taken it inside the 20.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Good gain on the return in this defense. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets it out quickly. Wide open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone.
42 Spider. 4-2.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The short hands, it's Jackson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the back. Scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Going going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.